Good evening, everyone. We are here live at NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas for the beginning of the 2022 NFL Preseason. We have the New Orleans Saints coming in to face the Houston Texans. The Saints, a team with some effective pieces on offense and defense, trying to put it together post Drew Brees. The Texans, a franchise entering a whole new era of change with a new owner, new mentors, and an influx of young players hoping to make it. Thank you for joining us here on the DMarlin02 YouTube channel. Both teams recently made their way out of the tunnels, showing a lot of spirit with a lot of players trying to earn their spot. They simply did not do well on the other side of the ball last year, but especially defending the pass, letting up just over 2,500 yards in the air. They are hoping the additions of Derek Stingley Jr. and his newly acquired mentor, Chris Harris Jr., can change that this year. The Saints, on the other hand, last year relied heavily on their defense, being top 8 in the league for both sacks and interceptions. They are hoping their offense can keep up this upcoming season. And with all that out of the way, all the numbers out of the way, all the statistics, this is a brand new year and we are getting hyped. We are ready. The excitement is building. Coaches are getting players ready. Mentors are letting rookies know this is your time to shine. Offense and defense, Saints and Texans. Deontay Harry back to receive. Kai Fairburn back to kick. The preseason starts right now. And we are off. And that ball goes out of the back of the end zone. And with that, out comes this Saints offense for the first time this year, led out by their quarterback, Jameis Winston. Our new John Madden ranking has him scaled at a 76 overall, and he's hoping this year he can bring better production out of this Saints offense, which could start clearly by limiting the interceptions that plagued him last year. Hopefully, we have a better start, and let's see what he can produce here. First and 10. He fakes the handoff to Alvin Kamara, and he lets it fly wide left. And Michael Thomas brings it in on the sideline. What a play by that superstar receiver of theirs, number 13, Michael Thomas. Let's take a second look at this one. Perfect play-action play. He sees him one-on-one. He decides it's time to make an impact. Let's take a shot. Michael Thomas does an incredible job keeping those toes in on the sideline, and Chris Harris Jr. has no way to defend that one. New set of downs. He looks right. Pass to Deontay Harry on the sideline. He keeps his feet in, and that is a solid 9 yards in the play. Second and 1. Hand off to Alvin Kamara. The blocks are set, and he is moving and grooving. Perfect play for 10 yards by their other superstar player on the offense, Alvin Kamara. And now, let's take a second look at this one. Look at this. Alvin Kamara sees his lane. He takes it. O-line does their job. Tight ends do their job. Even the wide receivers contribute. Incredible play by the Saints offense. And their team is hyped. That's exactly how they want to start. 28-yard line. Winston sits back. 28-yard line. He dumps it down to Michael Thomas for 6. Second and 5. The pressure's coming. He throws it quick right before the sack, and Derek Stingley Jr. knocks that one down. But let's take a second to talk about this Texans draft class this year. Highlighted by that number 1 overall pick, Stingley Jr. at quarterback. They also have Jalen Petre, John Mechie, and don't sleep on their 4th-round pick, Damon Pierce. Third and 5. He passes to Jarvis Landry, and he fights forward for the first. What an incredible play by the veteran receiver at this point, Jarvis Landry, 14-yard line. Texans blitz. He dumps it off to Deontay Harry. That's a solid 3 yards for them. Second and 7. Pressure's coming. Rasheed Green. Sack on the play. Sack on the play by Rasheed Green. Incredible play by this Texans D-line. And let's take a second look at this one. One-on-one, they all took their assignments. He just worked off of his, and he brought him down for the sack. Huge for this Texans offense, and Lovie Smith is hyped about this one. Third and 14. Winston drops back. He passes Kamara over the middle. He's wide open. He brings it in, and he stops at the 1. The Texans were not happy about that one. They saw him on 3rd and long, and they were trying to take advantage of it, but they did keep him out of the end zone. Someone clearly missed their assignment, hitting the zone over the middle, and Alvin Kamara and Jameis Winston made them pay for it. Dennis Allen, the Saints head coach, is very excited about that one, but first and goal. He hands it off to Kamara, and he is stopped on the 1. No gain on the play. I believe it was Malik Collins, the first one to make contact with him, but let us take a second look at this one. Look at this. All the big boys go head-to-head on that one. And the Texans just won at the line, and they brought him down quick. What a play by them. Way to show that grit, that determination. And Lovie Smith could not be more excited about this performance by them so far. Second and goal. On the 1-yard line, we hand it off to Kamara. And he's stopped again. Can the Texans actually do it? Third and goal, handoff. And Alvin Kamara ruins their hopes here. He makes it in for the touchdown, untouched, celebrating with his team. And let's just take a second look at this one. He finds his lane. And a key block on the outside there by Taysom Hill and at tight end at this play. What a great gadget player he is for them. And he's hoping he can make more of an impact this year than he has in all of his previous years. But Alvin Kamara in for 6 here. What an incredible play by them. That's exactly how they want to start. The PAT is up by Will Lutz, and it is good. A great drive for the Saints. 12 plays, 75 yards, 5 minutes. Exactly how the Saints wish to start this year. And Will Lutz is back to kick it off. And he does once more. Traymon Smith is down to receive it. He takes it at the 8. He works up. He finds a little bit of a lane, and he gets all the way up to the 30. A great starting spot for this Texans offense as they come out for the first time on the year. They are led out by their quarterback, the young Davis Mills. He had some bright spots, some shining moments, but this year is his prove-it year, as the new ownership coming in has made it clear that if he cannot prove himself as the QB of the future, they will be looking for a new one through the draft. But let's see what he can do here on this first drive in the preseason. 1st and 10, let's see what they do. He hands it off to Dameon Pierce, and he finds his space, and he works his way all the way up to the 37. Incredible play by them. 2nd and 4, fake the handoff to Nico Collins, and Dameon Pierce once more. That's a gain of 1. Wasn't as good as the last one. Let's see what he can do. Davis Mills drops back for the first time, and the pass is dropped by Rex Burkhead. It was forced out by Demario Davis. Not the drive that Lovie Smith or, on that hand, their quarterback Davis Mills was looking for. Hopefully they can improve on the next one, but Cameron Johnston is back. He punts from the Texans, 37. Let's see where this one lands. Oh, that's a deep one. Can he keep it out of the end zone? No, he cannot. The ball bounced right outside the end zone and ended up going all the way in. Winston is coming out for his second drive. He's hoping to have another successful drive and show that it is his quarterback job for this year. 1st and 10, pass to Deontay Harry, and he brings it in for 4 yards on the play. Incredible 2nd and 6. Winston drops back. He passes to Kamara, and it is dropped. It was knocked down by the newly acquired TJ Gardner-Johnson against his old team here. 3rd and 6. Winston rolls right, and he throws it away. A great decision by him. Blake Gillikin back to punt from the Saints 24. Traymon Smith under the ball. He gets it from the 38, and let's see what he can do. Not a huge gain, but that is a gain of 4. We will take that any day of the week. Lovie Smith letting Davis Mills know he has to do better on this drive than he did last one. Let's see what he can produce out of it. All right, Nico Collins in motion. And he hands it off to Collins this time. That's a jet sweep. What can he make out of this? A gain of 1. At least it's a gain and not a loss for them. 2nd and 9. It's a screen pass. He lets it go to Dameon Pierce. And that's a loss of 5. Incredible play by Demario Davis, their Saints linebacker. And wow, what a play by him. Way to cover that ground. 3rd and 14. Under 2 minutes left. Play action. Sacked by Marcus Davenport. There is a Saints linebacker down in the play, but what an incredible play by him to end this drive. Cameron Johnston comes out once more, punting it from the 27. And let's see what he can do with this one. Oh, I think there's going to be much better luck on this one. What a punt. That ball sat still on the 7, punt inside the 10. That's exactly what he's looking for. Let's take a look, second look at this one. He hit it just right. That ball came to a standstill on the 7. Perfect. 1st and 10. Handoff to Kamara. Loss of 2 on the play. That was a tackle for loss by Ross Blacklock and the Saints offensive lineman down in the play as well. These are some injuries. Hopefully they're not too serious. 2nd and 12. Winston handles the wild snap, and he gets it off to their tight end, Adam Troutman, for 11. 3rd and 1. Texans send an all-out blitz. Play action. Oh, and there was another breakdown in coverage. Michael Thomas wide open on the play, and he has free real estate to take it, baby. That is 6 points on the board. Michael Thomas, superstar receiver, had an incredible play on the very first play of the game, and he has another one here. That is a touchdown for this Saints team, and he knows he didn't have to work hard for that one. There was no one near him. Somebody was on man on him and missed their assignment, and he made them pay. That is a clear breakdown in coverage, and a point after, Will Lutz knocks it through. And these are the type of things that we're here for the preseason to try and fix up and work, because the Houston Texans, if they hope to have a better year than last year, they're going to need to do better than that. Lutz kicks it off once more. Smith gets the ball at the 9. He's moving up. Let's see what he can find. And that's a fumble. Fumble on the play. Fumble on the play. That was forced out by Eric. It was recovered by Eric Wilson on the play. Way to be vigilant. Way to get your hands on that one. Let's just take another look at this one. Unbelievable. There was no blocks there. It was bound to be a fumble. He had 4 men on him to hit the tackle. I don't know which one forced the fumble, but I can tell you Eric Wilson with a heads-up play to pick it up. And Saints take over, handoff to Kamara for 6. Perfect, 2nd and 4. He drops back, pass to Michael Thomas. And he brings it in for the first down. And that is the end of the first quarter. An incredibly exciting one for us today. All right, let's see what they can do here. Andy Dalton's dropping back. I'm sorry, they finally brought in their backups. And pass to Marquez Callaway for 8 yards in the play. 2nd and 2. Toss it to Mark Ingram. He's wide open. All the blocks set up. And that is a touchdown. Another touchdown for the Saints. They have taken a 21-point lead to start out this game. An incredible play by them. All their blocks in this run game is setting up. Another key block in the backfield by the fullback this time. And Mark Ingram, the vet, shows him why he's the vet that he is. He walks that one into the end zone for 6. The PAT is good. And like I said, they are up 21-0 to start out this game at the beginning of the second quarter. Hopefully the Texans can respond because they need to do better than this in the regular season this year. A short drive, only 4 plays, 26 yards, and a minute 22 on the drive. But let's kick it off again. Here's to hoping the Texans have a better response this one. They let this one go for a touchback, and Davis Mills, he's looking for a much better quarter than he had in the first one, because if not, he might not make it to the regular season as a starter. They might replace him before then. Hit 1st and 10, it's a handoff to Pierce, and he finds space. That is an 11-yard gain for the 4th-round pick. Damian Pierce, 36-yard line. He drops back pass to Brevin Jordan for 5. Way to use all options, 2nd and 5. That's a quick pass to the newly acquired Deshaun Jackson, who's brought in to mentor their young Jen Mechie III. Texans 47, run play with Marlon Mack, broke down. That's a loss of 2. And this one seems like they just didn't know what the play call was going in. Either Davis Mills or Marlon Mack. 2nd and 12. Play action. Mills chased by Tano Passanha. Thrown away. 3rd and 12. Making adjustments at the line. And he takes his shot. That is a tight throw and a completion to Brevin Jordan for the first on the Saints 38. Toss to Damian Pierce. He breaks the tackle in the backfield, and he's still fighting. He makes it a 2-yard gain when it should have been a loss of at least 5. What a play by him. 2nd and 8. Handoff to Marlon Mack. Breaks 2 to get to the first. Incredible play by these Texans running backs. This might be the strength of their team, with one where, honestly, not a lot of fans thought they would have any strengths for this team. But look, he fights strong, he breaks some tackles, and he makes it all the way to that first down. Way to see that determination by this team, because they're going to need a lot of that this year. 1st and 10, under 6 minutes left in the half. Hand off to Damian Pierce, and he finds another lane. That's 9 yards. He's making some incredible runs on this drive. 2nd and 1, on the Saints 19. Mills flips the formation to the other side. Let's see what he can make out of this one. Hopefully he makes the right call. 2 seconds on the play clock. He finally gets it off. He drops back, and he gets rid of it just in time as he got nailed in the backfield. 3rd and 1. And they get it. That is a gain of 9 for Damian Pierce. These incredible runs keep going. We have to take another look at this one, because Damian Pierce is proving himself as the key 4th-round pick for them and a key potential starter for this team for the future. Let's see what they got. 1st and goal. John Mechie III brings it in. He fights through a tackle, and that's a touchdown on the play. The Texans get their first score of the game. Incredible work by not only Davis Mills, but also John Mechie III, showing some determination, fighting through some tackles and some toughness on the play. Let's take a look at this one. Right before he gets it, he sits in the pocket, delivers a ball right in the middle, and John Mechie III does the rest, and that's exactly what Lovie Smith was looking for. They kick it through. The PAT is good. And what a way to respond before this game got out of hand. 12 plays, 76 yards, 5 minutes, 10 seconds on that drive. Incredible work by them. Cameron Johnston kicks off for this one. And let's see what they do here. And they just bring it in and kneel it down. Andy Dalton everyone. Andy Dalton clearly looking to respond with another touchdown on his drive to show the Texans they don't have room to play in this game. 1st and 10, handoff to Ingram. And he finds open space in the middle, and that is an 11-yard gain on the play. Incredible work. Incredible work by the vet. He's seeing more time here as the backups are in the preseason, and he's showing he's a clear number 2. A great weapon for them as a depth position. Anyways, guys, Saints 36, fake handoff. And that is a sack by the defensive back, Eric Murray. He was sending on the blitz, and he was not fooled by the play action whatsoever. Incredible play. Let's take a second look at this one. Look on the outside, not fooled at all by the play action, and he brings Andy Dalton down. That's what the kind of plays they need this year. plays by whatever means necessary, whoever can get in. That one, the defensive back, Eric Murray. Incredible work by him. And Chris Harris Jr. showing love to Eric Murray on this one. Let's take a look. They are all hyped and excited. Alrighty. 2nd and 18. 3 minutes and a half. And they missed the throw on the play. 3rd and 18. He dumps it down to Mark Ingram. And he's got it, but he can't make anything out of it. That's going to be a 4th down, and the Texans are going to get the ball back with little time on the clock, but maybe this is an opportunity for Davis Mills to show his late game situations near a 2-minute drill. Let's see what happens with this one. Blake Gilligan gets the ball at the 34. He punts it off. And Deshaun Jackson is under this punt return. He gets the ball at the 14, and he makes it 10 yards up to the 24. Incredible play. And here we go. Like we said, this is Davis Mills' chance to show this year. Near 2-minute drive here. He gets a little bit more time on the clock. Let's see what he can do on end-of-game situations. Play action, fake to Pierce. He rolls right, but he throws it in the dirt to avoid the sack. 2nd and 10. Hand off to Pierce. That's 4 yards on the play. And that will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock. Let's see if Davis Mills can work out of this one. 3rd and 6. Mills tries the hard count. Nobody's biting. And he drops back. And that's going to be a pass to Nico Collins. He's wide open. What a play. That is 20 yards down the field. And that's exactly the spark this Texans offense was looking for heading into the half. Let's take another look at this one. Unbelievable play that he was wide open. Somebody must have been on the fake handoff. Incredible, incredible work by everyone on this play. And look, yeah, a linebacker just bit on that, and he was wide open. Incredible play. That's exactly what they're looking for. And this team is hyped. They're excited. They know these are the signs they need for this team. He drops back, 1st and 10. And just out of reach on the sideline. 2nd and 10. And they knock it down on that one. 3rd and 10. Mills rolls. He's going to roll right, I believe. Yes, he's going right. And he just throws it away. That was the smartest play he could. And they're going for it. I guess this is the preseason, 4th and 10. And he's taking a shot to Nico Collins. He goes up. And he cannot bring it down. Unfortunately, he couldn't get that one in. And I guess these are the chances that you take in the preseason. These games don't matter. It's time to practice and take shots and chances, and they're doing so, these Texans are. He's upset about that one, but hey, he made a great effort on it. Saints take over. And he drops back. Andy Dalton takes a shot off his back foot to Marquez Callaway, and he brings it in. He brings it in. He's all the way up to the 8-yard line. What an incredible play for 40 yards on the play. Look at this. Off his back foot, Andy Dalton says, we're taking shots. Nothing to lose. We'll show you nothing to lose. And he brings that one down, gets his feet down. Incredible play. Eric Murray could not get over there fast enough. 1st and goal, 1 minute and a half. And they dump it off to the sideline. And they bring it in for 2. 2nd and goal. Screen to Mark Ingram. The block's set up. But he cannot get in the end zone. Ingram for 5, and they're going to call a timeout here. They want to try and save this chance at points. 21-7 so far in this game. And let's see if they can extend that score once more. It's 3rd and goal. They hand it off. And Mark Ingram does the business that he's paid for. That is another touchdown on the board for this Saints team. Incredible, incredible grit, determination. And that whole drive was set up from that shot. But he found his blocks good, and he hit the one hole that he had, however small it was. He made it happen. Incredible, incredible work. Defense could not keep him out on that one. And the PAT, of course, is good on the play. And they couldn't be any happier about that one. Incredible, incredible work by them. Will Lutz back to kick it off once more. It's back. And they're going to let that one go for a touchback, I believe. Yes, they will. And let's just take a second here to talk about this incredible first half by Dameon Pierce. 7 rushes, 42 yards, 6 yards per carry. Incredible, incredible work by them so far. Let's see if they can continue this. Mills handles the wild snap. And he lets it fly. Oh, on the sideline. John Mechie can't keep his feet in bounds. But it's a great play nonetheless. 2nd and 10. And they let it go. And that's a pick. An interception on the play. That was an incredible work of art by their safety, Justin Evans. I thought for sure that was a catch by John Mechie III. And let's take another look at this one. He lets it fly. Justin Evans has no business bringing this one in, but he makes the play and beats Mechie to the ball, and that's incredible work by him. Another try. He drops back, and that's another shot to Marquez Callaway, and it is knocked down by the first-round pick, Derek Stingley Jr., one-on-one, earning his money. 2nd and 10, and he gets this one with 30 seconds left to Chris Olave for a 14-yard catch, and they're going to call a timeout on this one. The excitement is brewing. 30 seconds left. 28-7. The Saints are in the lead still. They're hoping to extend this lead even further on the Texans 31. He drops back. He takes a shot to the end zone. And that's another break of one-on-one coverage by Derek Stingley Jr. Second down. Ingram open over the middle for the first. And they're going to call another timeout. Yeah, they're going to try and preserve this one. They're going to try and get some points out of this. Incredible, incredible work by them. And let's take a second to talk about Derek Stingley Jr. One-on-one is showing why he is a vital first-round pick for them. And they're going to knock this field goal through for 3. Will Lutz showing why he's the key starter for them as well. Incredible, incredible work. Almost got to the block kick, but they didn't get it. He kicks it off. And it's going back. 13 seconds left. They're going to let this one hit the back of the end zone. And if I had to guess, they're going to run this one out. Yes, they will. Marlon Mack in the game. He takes a handoff for nothing. But that is going to take us to the half. Incredible, incredible work by both teams. The Saints clearly dominating this game, but we have to take a second to show this Texans grit and determination, and let's take you in to the mid-game report. And thank you for that lovely introduction, but let's get straight into talking about what we've seen in this first half. So far, I would say this game is going just about as we all expected. The Saints are using their weapons on offense very well, like Alvin Kamara, Michael Thomas, and many others, and they're making huge plays for them on that side of the ball. The Texans, on the other hand, they're making the mistakes we all knew they would, but I do like what I'm seeing out of them. Everything they're doing might not be working necessarily, but this is the time to try those different things in the preseason after all. Also, they have key rookies that are making the big plays that they hoped they would, and I want to take a moment to highlight these people. Like their 4th round pick of this year's NFL draft, Dameon Pierce. He is coming into this half at 6 yards per carry, and that is huge for them. They are hoping he keep up this production, not just for the rest of the game, not just for the rest of this preseason, but hopefully to bring that into the regular season. Along with him, we also want to talk about the number 3 overall pick in this year's NFL draft, the Texans' 1st round pick, Derek Stingley Jr. We saw it highlighted at the very end of the half as well. He was doing phenomenal one-on-one coverage going up against their number 1 deep threat in the game at the time, and they are hoping that he can keep that up along with the new lessons he's learning from Chris Harris Jr., hoping he can bring that into the regular season as well and show them that he is a superstar for this team. Thank you so much for your time, but let's not waste any more. Let's head straight back into this game. Will Lutz hits it with his big boot, and Desmond King II brings it in. DK2 takes the ball out of the end zone. And he makes it to the 20, but that's a fumble in the play. Fumble in the play, recovered again by Eric Wilson. He is showing that he is being aware and he is picking things up and letting things fly. He is showing why he's a key part of this team. And Andy Dalton gets a 1st and goal position, and he's brought down with a sack on the play. Another sack by the defensive back, Eric Murray. He's showing he may not be the best in coverage, but man, will he show pressure. 2nd and goal on the 16. Handoff to Ingram, and he makes some key moves, and he gets up to the 9 on the play. Incredible work. 3rd and goal. And he draws back. That's a touchdown. A touchdown to the backup quarterback, the gadget player, Taysom Hill. Incredible work by him. He's showing why he's an incredible asset to them on all facets of the game. He draws back. Incredible. A ton of time in the pocket, and he shows why you can't let him have that kind of time. Incredible dump off to Taysom Hill. And this Texans team is starting to get frustrated. But these are the things they're going to have to go through. The point after is good. 38-7, they hold a 31-point lead over the Texans. And their newly acquired backup quarterback, Cam Newton, on the sideline. He's trying to be a leader. He's trying to show them that, hey, we still have a chance in this game, although it's not looking great. Will Lutz back to kick, and he gets it off. And he brings it in, and he's going up. And DK2 takes it out of the end zone all the way up to the 19. Incredible. And I think Cam Newton, he's getting his chance to show Davis Mills how he runs this offense. He's heading out for the first drive. Handoff for 2 for Pierce on 1st and 10. 2nd and 8. Another handoff to Pierce. That's for 4. There we go. But oh no, their newly acquired Deshaun Jackson is hurt on the play. Here's to hoping he's not too hurt. Hopefully he can come back for this season. And then, here we go. He drops back 3rd and 4 on the 24. And that's an incredible completion to their new signing, Kyle Rudolph. He's here to mentor Brevin Jordan. And yes, we have heard that it's just muscle cramps on Deshaun Jackson, so he'll be back soon. At the Texans 42, that's a handoff to Dameon Pierce for 4. 2nd and 6. He drops back. That's a pass to Nico Collins, and that's a 1st as well. They are moving and grooving. They got the momentum going right now. Saints 43, play action. Chris Moore, catch over the middle for 23 yards. Incredible play. That is straight on the down on the play for the Saints, but hopefully he's okay. 1st and 10. Newton drops back far, and he takes a shot, but that is a massive overthrow by him. That's definitely not his strength, but he was looking for more in the end zone. 2nd and 10. Newton audibles in this play. Let's see what he can make out of this one. Second and 10. Dump off to Pierce, I think, yes. And he brings it in for a loss of 3. That's not what they were looking for. Hopefully they don't stall here on this great drive they've had so far. Incredible play by him. 3rd and 13. He drops back. Pierce catches. He breaks a tackle. And he keeps moving up the field. And he stops short at 4th and 1. And that was an incredible play by the safety, Justin Evans, once more. He's being a standout player so far. Let's take a look at this one. Pierce makes something out of nothing. He takes the dump-off pass. He breaks the tackle, and he keeps rumbling, moving and grooving down the field. But on 4th and 1, they're going to go for it. They hand it off to the fullback, Andy Janovich, and he gets the first. 1st and goal on the 8. Hand off to Pierce, 4-6. What a way to keep this drive going. 2 yards to go. Hand off to Pierce, and that's a loss of 1. Not what they were looking for. 3 yards to go. And that's another touchdown catch for John Mechie III. Incredible play by him. He is showing why. He was a great pickup as well. All these young players are standing out, and that's exactly what the Texans team is looking for. They may not have the best year this year. They might not have a lot of hope for this season, but they want to see these young players step up, and right now they are. John Mechie III getting welcomed by these Texans fans early, and they are hoping that he can do good this year like he's done this game. Cam Newton, he sees the one-on-one. He knows he's going to break in a perfect play by him. And the point after is up, and it is good. Knocked through. And Johnson kicks off the field for them for the second time after a touchdown. Incredible work by them to get 2 scores on the board. And they're going to take this one back for a touchback. Andy Dalton's coming out on the field. 1st and 10. He drops back. And he throws to Olave, their new rookie. But he overthrows him on the sideline. 2nd and 10. He hands it off to Mark Ingram out of the backfield. What's worked, keep moving. If it's working, don't ruin it. And that's 4 yards in the play. 3rd and 6. He looks Olave again. And he throws it wide open for the first down. And that's the kind of stuff they want to see out of Chris Olave this year. But let's take a second to look at this one. He had all the time in the pocket. And wow, he was wide open. Another breakdown in coverage at the Saints 40. He passed to Galloway, but it's off his helmet, and he cannot recover to make a play on it. 2nd and 10. And he looks to the sideline again. Taysom Hill keeps his feet in. And that's a gain of 3 on the sideline for them. 3rd and 7. Andy Dalton drops back once more. Chris Olave, he came back for the ball, but he could not make it back to the first down. That's a 4th and 2. He's short, brought down by C.J. Gardner-Johnson once more with the stop. And hey, Blake Gilligan's going to have to come out to punt from the Saints 48. And that is an incredible punt. And that's going to go out on the 3-yard line. These punters are showing out today. They might not be the stars of the show, but man, they're showing off. Incredible punts so far. That one's going out at the 3. Some rough field position. But their 3rd-string quarterback, Jeff Driscoll, is getting his chance at the game. And he's hoping to show that he can make something out of this drive. On the 3, he hands it off. And Royce Freeman gets 2, 2nd and 8. He drops back in the end zone. He better get this one off quick. And that one's knocked down by Justin Evans. 3rd and 8. He drops back and he underthrows Deshaun Jackson. Deshaun Jackson was wide open on this play. I cannot believe he underthrew him there. But Johnston, he punts it back at the edge of the end zone, and it shows because they fair catch it at the 39. There was not much space to work with. 1:30 left in the 3rd when they start this drive. Handoff to Ingram for no gain. Andy Dalton drops back once more. He passes it off. That's a catch for Traquan Smith, and he breaks the tackle. He gets up 3 yards, 3rd and 7. And Taysom Hill's on the sideline. He keeps the feet in once more. And that is a gain of 12. That gets the first. What an incredible play. Let's take another look at this one. Wow, Taysom Hill's showing he can really do it all. He can catch, he can block, he can do it all. He can even catch on the sideline. Incredible way to drag the toes. That's an incredible catch with 2 men coming off. And that's the end of the quarter. The Saints up 38-14. Texans hoping they can just make some kind of stand to get back in this one. They hand it off 1st and 10. That's a gain of 2 for Mark Ingram. 2nd and 8. They hand it off to Mark Ingram once more. That's another 5-yard gain, but that's a big hit from Eric Murray. 3rd and 3. They hand it off to Mark Ingram once more. And that's a fumble, but they pick it up by that was forced by Obo Okoronkwo. Recovered by the Saints, but incredible play by him nonetheless. He's showing out. Will Lutz drops back for the field goal, and he knocks it through for 3. Snap from the 20. It wasn't a crazy difficult one, but hey, you got to knock them through nonetheless. Kickoff for Lutz. DK2 gets back to get the ball. He fields it at the 8, and he moves up, and he gets all the way up to the 29-yard line. Incredible play by him. There we go. Jeff Driscoll sends Pierce out wide. He's hoping he's taking command of this offense. Hopefully he can prove himself here. He drops back. He looks for And he finds Kyle Rudolph on a pass for 5. Incredible work. 2nd and 5. He drops back once more. He's going to pass. And that one's knocked down. Incredible work by them on defense. There we go. 3rd and 5. Screen pass to Marlon Mack for a loss of 4. That's incredible work by the Saints defense. 4th and 9. They're going for it. It's the preseason once again. He takes a shot again to Deshaun Jackson. Deshaun Jackson goes up, and he cannot bring it down, unfortunately. He's just not that kind of player. But, hey, they got to find it somewhere at least. They need that big, high target threat. They take over on the 31. They hand off to Ingram for 4 yards. 2nd and 6. Hand off to Ingram once more. And he's inches short of the first, I think. Under 6 minutes left. They hand off to Ingram. And he picks it up this time. Incredible work up to the 18. Let's see what they can do here. Andy Dalton drops back. And he's looking for Marquez Callaway once more. And that's a 15-yard gain on the play. Marquez Callaway showing out in this preseason. Incredible work. Incredible work. 1st and goal. He throws Olave, but he overthrows Olave. Unlucky for him. 2nd and goal. And he hands it off to Ingram. And that is a loss of 1. Tackle for loss again by Obo Okoronkwo. Incredible work by this man, Obo. 3rd and goal. And he drops back once more. And the pass is knocked away by Neville Hewitt, the backup linebacker for the Texans, showing out here. These backups, this is their time to shine, and they are taking advantage of it. Lutz drops back for the field goal, and that one is good. Saints extend their lead once more because Will Lutz does his job. Simple as that. Let's see if the Texans can respond at all here in the last quarter of this game. Will Lutz kicks it off. DK2 is back to return. And he gets it, and he brings it up, and he is brought down at the 30-yard line. Incredible work by him. Anyways, Davis Mills, he's coming back out finally. He's getting a chance to show late-game skills. Hopefully he can show some determination late in this 4th quarter. He drops back, and that's a pass to Marlon Mack for 7. Incredible work. 2nd and 3. Pierce motion out wide once more. They're running this play again. Well, maybe they'll find another option here. This looks like the same exact play, and it is, but it's again to Kyle Rudolph. Incredible work by him. Bring this in for 9. That play is a money play for them. 1st and 10. 3 minutes to go. He lets it fly to Deshaun Jackson wide, and he cannot bring it in. 2nd and 10. Hand off to Marlon Mack, and that's a gain of 4 on that one. Incredible work. 3rd and 6. Davis Mills drops back once more, and that's a catch wide open for Brevin Jordan. Great work on the link up there. That was incredible work, but that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2nd and on the Saints 33. Davis Mills drops back again, and he's got a ton of time, but there's nothing open. He has to throw this one away. 2nd and 10. Mills drops back. What's he going to do? He's going to try to scramble, but that's a fumble. Fumble on the play. The fumble was forced by Shai Tuttle, but that's the 3rd fumble recovery by Eric Wilson. That is the true story of the day. That's 3 fumbles, all recovered by Eric Wilson. Incredible work. 1st and 10. They're going to bring Ingram down for 1. 2nd and 8. Ingram's going to get the ball once again. And that's a big hit by Derek Stingley Jr. That's the kind of determination they want to see. 3rd and 7. They're going to take a shot late. And Callaway's not going to be allowed by good coverage. Blake Gilligan's going to punt. And Deshaun Jackson is going to drop back. Just signal for the fair catch. And this game is just about over. Mills is going to drop back. He's going to take one last shot. See if they can bring it in. And Deshaun Jackson's not able to come up with it. That's an interception by the backup defensive back, Dylan Maven. And they're just going to let this clock run out. Incredible, incredible game. Saints showing why they are who they are. And the Saints have had some young players step up. And with that, the first preseason game is in the books. And it was an exciting one. The Saints 44, Texans 14. But this game was much more valuable than the lopsided score suggests. We got to see the Saints showcase their many playmakers, and they had players capitalize on mistakes by the Texans. Houston got to test all 3 of their quarterbacks, and we rated questions as to if Davis Mills is the quarterback of the future for this team. We saw many young guys learn a lot tonight, and their new mentors will be sure to make an impact. Maybe headlined by the man pictured here, Chris Harris Jr. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you next week for week 2 of the preseason.